everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. Alright, so this video is a little combination of budget slash planning. So that's why I have my two Happy Planner sticker books out. These are quite old, but I thought let me just break them out so we can do this together. I love a good planning session and it's been a long time since I've done one of those on this channel. So I have the budget book and then I have the productivity. So we're going to use both of these hopefully. And in today's video, we are going to concentrate on our August month on 2 pages. So we're finally in, let me readjust. We are finally in our, you know what? I think we could, there we go. We're finally in our August workbook and I'm super excited about it because I've been waiting a while to use this. And September should be released to you around the 14th or 15th. I'm not really sure yet, so it just depends on how my other videos are scheduled. But this is the cover, so if you haven't gotten your copy, you can request it. You do have to be a subscriber, so if you didn't get access, it's because you're not subscribed to the channel. But if you look in the description down below, you can just click on it and it'll take you to my Google Drive and you can request access. I give it to you if you're a subscriber and then you can download it, save it to your desktop. You can use it as an electronic planner or you can use it to print it out. So whatever works for you. All right, we're just going to zoom in a little bit more. This is our month on 2 pages. Based on consensus and feedback, this was the preferred layout that's included in the budget workbook. So I'm going to continue with this. And the month on 1 sheet, I think I'm going to be releasing that for August coming up. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of different printables like I was doing for a while. I think I'm going to save that for something else, like either an Etsy, a stand shop, membership, something like that. Because I watch a ton of budgeting videos and I noticed I'm literally, I think I'm the only one who's like giving these things away, which is really makes me happy because it is my way to give back. But I feel like I was just overdoing it and I'm still gonna go with the plan though to continue to provide the budget kits for every year or every month this year. So I'm going to take these 2 pages out and I'm not going to go through the whole budget kit because you guys have seen so many videos on that. So I'm just going to put this aside and this will just be easier for me to write on. And if the angle is a little bit funny, I am sorry about that. So I just have to angle it so I can write. And I've always written on an angle. I don't know, you guys probably have too. This pen has a cover on it. Hold on. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to start just with the first day and I'm going to write down bills. I'm also going to be capturing pay dates and subscriptions. So let me go in a little bit closer so you can see what I'm writing. So on the first, it's always time for mortgage, property taxes, and homeowners insurance. Those are the first things that we're charged for every month. Now, many of you may have homeowners insurance and property taxes escrowed as part of your mortgage payment. We do not. So I stopped doing that several years ago, like way before we ever got this new house. We stopped doing that. And it just made me feel like I was a little bit more in control of, you know, the payments that we were making, the insurance that we had. You know, if I wanted to change insurance, it was very easy to do because I didn't have to contact the bank and have them, you know, readjust the escrow amounts, refund us for what they've already been making payments on. And it just was such a whole rigmarole. Now, I don't change often, but in case I wanted to, I just wanted to have the ability to do it quickly and easily. For taxes, I was making the property tax payments monthly, but I think I'm going to start to quote unquote escrow that in a sinking fund for myself here at home. And that way I can just make it bi-yearly. And I think that'll be easier because making it monthly was a little bit cumbersome. I would go on my county's website to make the payment and it was always like, you have nothing due, you don't have anything like no arrearages or anything like that. And then I would have to go through the whole thing to like make an early payment, and sometimes it would take it on the first try, and sometimes it would like kick me out of there and say I had no payment due, and I would have to try like 2 or 3 more times. And it was really weird, and it's just my county. I mean, it has nothing to do with what I was doing. It just was how my county's website was set up, or the software they were using. Very temperamental. So I think just making it every 6 months is good. And I mean, why give them the money early anyway? You know what I mean? I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but why should they hold it and not me? I could be making interest on it if I left it in my bank, but if I'm going to put it in a sinking fund here at home, then I won't be making anything extra on it. And that's okay. I mean, it's just, you know, however you work your budget is fine. You know, if saving at home works for you, great. If saving in, you know, if you have a checking account that allows you like up to 20 savings accounts like Capital One does, they really design theirs so people can have multiple savings and kind of organize them electronically like sinking funds. So for all the people who don't want to be bothered with cash and going to the bank and making withdrawals and deposits and, you know, all these extra steps, I think that that's probably a good way to go. I did that for a while with Capital One, and the only problem I had with it was like I had no Capital One around me, and it was just not user friendly for like deposits and stuff like that. Like I had to transfer from my other bank account, which was such a pain. It was ridiculous, actually. So I didn't want to continue that. So I quit using that account. And then I went with my local bank, which I don't think it's just local to here. I'm going to highlight these because these are my fixed expenses or my bills. I went with that because they also allow you more than one savings account. I don't know what the limit is though. That would be really good to find out. I'm actually kind of curious. I have 2, but that's all. All right, so what I'm doing is highlighting. I'm trying to color code all the different things that I capture on this month on 2 pages. And so I'm making all my fixed expenses or bills blue. And then I'm going to make my pay dates green, and then subscriptions will be another color too. All right, so we have everything captured, and I know that it's too close, I know. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we have 12 monthly bills. It totals out, because our mortgage is pretty high, in my opinion, it totals out to about $4,300 or $4,400 a month. So that's about the way it's been going anyway. All right, so now we're gonna add, I'm gonna make a different bullet points. We're gonna add our paydays. So my husband gets early retirement. You guys know all about that. He's not that old. He just had a lot of years in with his job when they closed their doors. And instead of moving out of state to a different location, he took a reduced retirement for life. And I mean, it's reduced, but it's not reduced dramatically. And it's not Social Security like when he becomes of age, like everyone else. He'll be able to collect Social Security too. So when I say payday number 1 and payday number 2, those are my paydays. So I'm getting paid, I get paid bi-weekly, so the 9th and the 23rd this month. And then base pay is what he is guaranteed to take home from his sales job. And then we also have commissions from his sales job, and that's on the 12th. One thing I had to correct for September, and I think it's been like 2 months so far, on these budget kits. I was so careful about everything this time, but I don't have a little frame around the 12th of the month. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but it'll be corrected for September. I was like, why? Why did I do that? Okay. So now the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add our subscriptions. Do you guys have a lot of subscriptions? Because I feel like I'm up to 6 or 7. And I feel like that's enough. Like that's kind of a lot. I don't know. Why did I do that? I'm gonna add a little square. But yeah, I was kind of surprised. Most of it's streaming, you know what I mean? The car wash is actually the most expensive thing. But it's okay. And I do get my money's worth. So we have car wash, Hulu, and Sirius XM. And then cloud storage. So for any of you who have downloaded these budget kits, do you do your process like I do? Do you do it differently? Or any of you using them electronically? I'm just curious, like, you know, everybody does things differently. But there's only so many different ways you can do a budget. So I was just imagining that some of you might be using it electronically. But for the most part, I am a paper and pen girl. So I like doing it this way. I like having, you know, a paper planner. It just feels better to me. All right, this is my last subscription. I added Paramount Plus last month because I wanted to watch the live feeds on Big Brother and I couldn't get it to work for free on, what was it on? Oh my gosh. I can't think of the other streaming service that it was free. It wasn't Tubi. I don't know. But anyways, I couldn't get it to work. So I was like, oh. So I ended up just biting the bullet and I got Paramount Plus back. But I am sure I will cancel it as soon as Big Brother's season is over this time. So I'm highlighting subscriptions in pink. So car wash, Hulu, Sirius XM, cloud storage, and Canva, and Paramount Plus. So that's everything that I capture. Now I'm sure that there's a way we can make this a little bit cuter. So I'm gonna first go to my budget sticker book. And I really just wanna keep using these. I mean, honestly, I used to do happy planning and just planning in general so much. And I just got away from it. And I have a million sticker books. And I just want to use them up. Because I'm sure at a certain... You know what? I'm going to use these bill due. These are kind of cute, right? So it says bill due, and then I guess you can write the amount there. So I'm going to put one of these on every single one where there's a bill due. I would assume after a certain amount of time, these would actually lose their stickiness, don't you think? I don't know. I'm going to put it on fixed expense dates. Just a way to use them up. Because I feel like if I don't, I'm going to end up wasting them. And I don't want to waste stuff. These aren't as straight as they could be, but that's okay. So is anybody watching the Olympics? I'm obsessed. I literally am. I love the track and field, like the racing. I love the swimming, and I love the gymnastics the best. But I'm so obsessed, especially with the gymnastics. It's been so heated, and it's just like so dramatic. I'm totally like, I don't know. I'm like right there for it. So, all right. So I guess I could use that. Unfortunately, like on the first, there's 3 bills due. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing here. Dinner out, repairs. We're still waiting on our dates for the windows to be installed. So I'm just really excited to get that finished. This is kind of cute. Girls just want to have funs. That's kind of cute. We could put that down here. Let's see how straight I can get it. Oh, I like that. Let's see what else. But yeah, I just can't wait for that to be over with. I mean, I just feel like it's been forever. Oh, Paydays, here we go. Let's add those. And let's add them. Let's finish this row. So we have, let me see, how can I do this? We can have a Payday here. I kind of want it up here, but I already screwed my layout up. So I'm just gonna put it here. So Payday. And then, let's see where else. I guess I could put it, why is this so hard for me? It's been a while since I've done a planning video, as you can tell. Does anybody still watch those? Does anybody still create those? Are any of you out there still making planner videos? That was probably one of my first YouTube true loves. I loved planning videos. And that's when I got into Happy Planner. I was, again, super influenced by everybody using their Happy Planners and their Erin Condrens. And I never got into Erin Condren though. I'm gonna put this up here. Ugh. I guess I'll put it here. I never got into Erin Condren, and I'll tell you why. I didn't like that they were spiral bound and then you couldn't really add to it. Now eventually, I think some people were adding sheets to it, or maybe there was some kind of punch that they got that lined up with the spiral binding. And I thought that was pretty cool, but still it wasn't really made for that. And I really liked personalizing my pages and things like that. So I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling it. And I felt like if you couldn't take these sheets out, your wrist was always like super high when you're trying to write in it, because you had to like flip over the planner, and it just, I don't know, I just didn't like it. And so I just never got into it. Now I think I had ordered one like once, like at one point. I'm putting auto pay stickers on here. But I never did again. And so that kind of was short-lived, you know what I'm saying? But card payment number 2. I guess I could put it down here. But yeah, I wasn't really into it. Then she came out with like a traveler's notebook system, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, you know, because I was heavy into traveler's notebooks for a very long time, and I still use them. If you guys watch my little craft room tour, you would see that I have a lot of traveler's notebooks, and I explained what some of the uses were. But anyways, so I didn't really get into those either, but I will show you something. And I got it at TJ Maxx. Oh, hold on. Let me pull it. Here we go. So I'm gonna get this out for fall. It's so nice. It says fall is in the air, and it is Erin Condren. It was $12.99 at TJ Maxx last year, and it's a Take Notes classic lined notebook. So when you open it up, it is strictly notebook paper, which is nice because who doesn't need a good notebook? What I like about this is that it has their classic heavy-duty spiral binding coil. But again, it's kind of thick to write on. Their paper's thick, and it's good paper. But it is, you know, it's kind of like high up. There's some kind of sticker on here too. But anyways, I thought that was a really good deal because I'm sure it was much more expensive on the website. But I bought it last year thinking, okay, I have to, maybe I actually got it on clearance. Maybe that's what that sticker was all about. But since it said fall is in the air, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to wait a whole year to use this. So I have that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it or what I'm gonna capture. And I am also working on a Christmas planner. So you guys know I use a Happy Planner for my regular all-encompassing Christmas planner. But I want to kind of like, I don't know, I want to kind of make extra inserts and things like that for my Christmas savings binder. You know, just make it like a little bit more substantial. I think that's it. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Yeah. I could put, you know what? Let me put grocery stickers on here because that's cute. We grocery shop like every Saturday or Sunday. And I'm gonna put Sunday because more often than not, that's what it's ended up being. But these little baskets are cute. Also, I should have, these are kind of small. I'd prefer to have tweezers out for this, but who am I kidding? I'm not gonna be that professional about this. So I'm just gonna put a little buggy on each Sunday. And there we go. All right. I think that's enough for right now. I can always, you know, jazz it up a little bit more as the month goes on. But that's my month on 2 pages. And I know this is kind of long, but it takes a while to plan this out and add all the information correctly. Oh, you know what? The last thing I was going to do was I was going to make a little code at the top. So I'm just going to put the different colors and what they are. Now, do I need to do this? No, it's just extra. But I think it's also kind of nice. Like if I had to look back at this and be like, why did I make those different colors? I mean, naturally I would figure it out, but it's also kind of nice to make it as complete as possible. So I'm gonna write fixed expenses / bills for this one. And then I'm gonna write paydays. And then subscriptions. I wish my handwriting was better, but what can we do? All right, so there it is, month on 2 pages. And I'm still trying to do a video a day. I almost think that it's hurting me at this point. My viewership has gone down so much, and it could be 2 things. It could be oversaturation of videos, but it could also be that I was just getting subscribers and views because I was giving things away. I was giving away free printables. Either way, that kind of stinks. So I'm not sure that I will continue with the month or video a day in September, but I'm gonna try to see it through for August and see what happens. I'm really trying to grow my channel, so I hope that I'm doing the right things and taking the right steps. And I just appreciate you guys who leave comments and give me a view and things like that, or a thumbs up. It just really means a lot because I'm trying to put the work into it. And I hope that, you know, it ends up paying off a bit. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, if you didn't get your August budget kit, check out the description down below for the link. And I will see you here in my next video or over on TikTok. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.